kukuha ko na yung listing. Tapos ang gagawin natin sa ipapa-pre-audit natin yung sa highway. Tapos kung ano yung kulang. Please stand for the prayer.
God's words and decisions, grant us wisdom, unity, and respect for one another. May this meeting be productive and aligned with your will. Amen.
Backsec, please conduct roll call.
Please say aye if your name is called. For the back chairperson Jonathan A. Santiago, Vice Chairperson Ayan J.D. Araneta, Members Joel V. Perez, Glenda F. Quiñones, Elmer A. Napoles, Jose Dennis C. Sakay. For the back TWG Head Imelda Jane B. Colipano, Members George Vincent A. Gallo, Tracy O. Bation, Dixie Jel F. Romo. For the back Secretariat, Gerald Galvin A. Paler, present. Mary Apple R. Zambrano, GMA P. Teleron, Elmer G. Palmitos, Rachel B. Carcasona. Mr. Chair, the back is in quorum.
Thank you. Having a quorum, we'll now proceed with the pre-bid conference for contract ID number 26 CSIF 0002, Geotechnical exploration of the proposed projects within the Leyte 4 District Engineering Office with the ABC or approved budget for the contract of 10,237,222 pesos and 26 centavos with the delivery period of 60 days. May I request the planning to present the details?
Good morning to all prospective bidders, to Mr. Chairman and the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, to the BAC Secretariat and the Technical Working Group, and all other participants. Welcome to this pre-bidding conference. This pre-bidding conference aims to discuss the technical evaluation criteria for the project. For the technical evaluation criteria, we have the criteria and its points. For the experience of the firm, we have 10 points. Qualification and experience of key personnel, 80 points. Methodology, 10 points, with a total of 100 points. For the required experience of the firm, we have the following: evaluation of the consultant's experience in similar consulting service or projects. Up to 10 complete contracts with the biggest consultancy cost may be considered. Completed similar contracts are rated based on their contract cost relative to the ABC or EPC. Experience of the JV members, principals, and key personnel may be considered or as applicable. A firm with no completed similar contracts may be disqualified, subject to the provisions for new firms. The following required qualifications of proposed key personnel are: we have the following personnel: education, training, and publications with 30 points, compliance with the required educational qualifications in the TOR, relevant master's or doctoral degree, technical training, publications, and postgraduate studies may earn additional points. Personnel must comply with the required professional license, registration, and/or accreditation. For the qualification and experience of key personnel, experience with 50 points. Evaluation of experience is similar and related consulting services, whether local or overseas. Personnel must meet the minimum years of experience specified in the TOR. Failure to meet the minimum qualifications requirements may result in a 0 rating and disqualification as applicable. For the methodology, the proposed methodology will be evaluated based on: first is clarity, feasibility, innovativeness, and last is comprehensiveness. The proposal shall clearly show the approach, sequence of activities, project teams, work plan, staff schedule, and coordination arrangements. For the quality and interpretation of project problems, risk, and suggested solution, discussions of possible project problems and risk based on actual site inspection, and appropriate logical, practicable, and achievable solutions to identify problems and risk. Reminders for all bidders. Bidders are advised to carefully review the TOR and the bidding documents for the detailed evaluation, criteria, and documentary requirements. For the project for bidding with contract ID of 26 CSIF 0002 with contract name of Geotechnical Exploration of the proposed project within the Leyte 4th District Engineering Office, contract location within Leyte 4th District Engineering Office, scope of work, geotechnical exploration, contract duration 60 calendar days, approved budget for the contract for the geotechnical exploration of construction of multi-purpose building, Lot A, with an amount of 3,538,597.86 pesos. Lot B, 2,527,569.90 pesos. Lot C with 1,263,784.95 pesos. Lot D, 758,270.97 pesos. Geotechnical exploration for construction of bridges with Lot E, 1,432,665.72 pesos. Geotechnical exploration for widening of permanent bridges with Lot F, 716,300 1,332.86 pesos. Investigation location of 13 sites, boreholes of 44. Mode of procurement is through The mode of procurement for this project is through competitive bidding, with bid opening September 8, 2026, 9 a.m. For the construction of multipurpose building and its number of boreholes, Lot A with a total of 14 boreholes, its project, construction of multipurpose building facility, public service building, Barangay Bantigi, Ormoc City, Leyte, geotag 10.992500, 124.623056, with number of boreholes. Next, construction of 3-story multipurpose building, fire station, Barangay Kugun, Ormoc City, Leyte, geotag 11.012193, 124.605895, with 3 number of boreholes. Construction of Ormoc City Hospital, Barangay Sumanga, Ormoc City, Leyte, geotag 11.002812, 124.635702, with 8 number of boreholes. For Lot B with a total number of 10 boreholes, construction of multipurpose building, formerly maternity building, public event facility, Ormoc City, Leyte, with 5 number of boreholes. Construction of 3-story multipurpose building, Visayas State University, Isabel Campus, Barangay Marvel, Isabel, with geotag of 10.935458, 124.434158, with 5 number of boreholes. For Lot C, with a total of 5 number of boreholes, its project, construction of 3-story multipurpose building, public service building, Barangay Macario, Merida, geotag 10.897601, 124.529764, with 2 number of boreholes. Construction of 2-story multipurpose building, public service building, Barangay Mahalit, Merida, Leyte, geotag 10.889704, 124.527523, with 3 number of boreholes. Lot D with 3 total number of boreholes, project, construction of 2-story multipurpose building, public service building, Barangay San Pedro, Albuera, Leyte, geotag 10.903356, 124.70787, with 3 number of boreholes. For construction of bridges, Lot E with a total number of 8 boreholes, Kinayaban 1 Parallel Bridge, B00215 LT, with 2 number of boreholes, Kinayaban 2 Parallel Bridge, B00214 LT, with 2 number of boreholes, and Dupong Bridge 2, with 4 number of boreholes. For widening of permanent bridges, Lot F with a total of 4 number of boreholes, Marao Bridge, B00201 LT, with 2 number of boreholes, and Abisang Bridge, B00202 LT, with 2 number of boreholes. Claro. The scope of services. The consultant shall undertake the following: conduct geotechnical investigation at the 13 identified project locations, conduct borehole per site for a total of 44 boreholes, perform standard penetration tests at the required intervals, obtain representative soil samples for laboratory testing, conduct the required soil and laboratory testing, determine the subsurface soil conditions and engineering properties, establish groundwater conditions where encountered, prepare borehole logs and geotechnical profiles, perform geotechnical analysis and evaluation, and prepare and submit the geotechnical investigation report, including recommendations for the appropriate foundation system and allowable bearing capacity. For the technical requirements, the consultant shall provide all necessary 2 units of drill rig with water pump and equipment, SPT equipment, sampling equipment, laboratory testing facility, qualified technical personnel, transportation and mobilization requirements, and other resources necessary for the satisfactory completion of the service. All field and laboratory investigation shall conform to the applicable DPWH standards, specifications, manuals, and guidelines, as well as relevant national and international accepted standards where applicable. For the borehole depth, the required borehole depth shall be in accordance with the approved geotechnical investigation plan and terms of reference, TOR. Should completed bearing materials or bedrock not be encountered within the specified depth, the consultant shall immediately coordinate with the DPWH implementing office and shall not proceed with additional drilling depths without the required instruction or approval. Deliverable. The consultant shall submit a minimum of individual borehole logs, SPT results, soil sampling records, laboratory test results, soil classification and subsurface profiles, groundwater observation if applicable, geotechnical analysis and interpretation, foundation and recommendations, allowable bearing capacity and settlement considerations, and final geotechnical investigation report. For the contract duration, the consultant shall complete the required field investigation, laboratory testing analysis, and submission of the final report within the contract duration specified in the bidding documents or TOR. Important reminder, all prospective bidders are hereby reminded of their obligations to fully and truthfully disclose all ongoing contracts and awarded contracts that have not yet commenced, including those with DPWH, other government agencies, and private entities, through the submission of a duly accomplished statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including awarded contracts not yet started. Failure to disclose or declare any such contracts shall constitute a ground for disqualification from the bidding process and may result in the imposition of the appropriate sanctions pursuant to the Republic Act number 12009 and its implementing rules and regulation. That is all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have a viewer or questions through online? Greetings, okay. Morning. Morning. Shout out po sa So, wala tayong prospective bidders. No prospective bidders attended. So, we'll proceed with the other announcement. Ulit mo na lang.
I would like to reiterate the coming procurement activities for next week. On September 2, Wednesday night at 9 a.m., we have an opening of bids for 26 IF 0052. And on September 3, Thursday at 10 a.m., we also have a pre-bid conference for 26 IF 0045 re-advertised.
Thank you. Duly noted. Any other matters to discuss?
Mr. Chairman, since there is no other matters to be discussed, I move for the adjournment of the pre-bid conference.
I second the motion.
Hearing no objections, pre-bid adjourn. Thank you.